बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स। चैप्टर नंबर 14 रिप्रोडक्शन में से आज का हमारा टॉपिक है सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन इन एनिमल्स और मैं हूं आपका सब्जेक्ट टीचर ताहिर महमूद काज़ी। तो चलिए आज का टॉपिक स्टार्ट करते हैं। आज के हमारे जो टॉपिक हैं अंडर डिस्कशन, नंबर 1 सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन डेफिनीशन, नंबर 2 formation of gametes, that is gametogenesis, and this is further of two types, spermatogenesis and oogenesis. Spermatogenesis and oogenesis. Now let's first define what is sexual reproduction. What is sexual reproduction? It is a type of reproduction in which male and female sexes are involved. There is fusion of male and female gametes, and it also involves meiosis, cell division before the formation of gametes. Basically that is a type of cell division in which sexes are involved, that is male and female sexes are involved. There is fusion of gametes and as well as meiosis before the formation of gametes. So these three conditions are in fact necessary for this type of cell division, that is called sex kind of reproduction, rather that is called sexual reproduction. Okay, now let's first go to the topic, that is formation of gametes or gametogenesis. Now the formation of gametes is called gametogenesis. Now how gametes or gametogenesis takes place? How gametogenesis takes place? Now in males and females there are different steps in gametogenesis. We will discuss them one by one. Now during the process, the diploid or 2N gamete mother cells undergo meiosis and form haploid or 1N gametes. The male and female gametes are called sperms and eggs. Male gametes are called sperms and female gametes are called eggs. Now, where these gametes are formed, let's discuss about their location. Male gonads. Male gonads are called testes and they produce sperm. The male gametes, in other words, male gametes are produced in the sites which are called testes, and similarly the female gametes are called ovaries and they produce eggs. Female gonads are called ovaries and they produce eggs. And what is, first let's go to what is spermatogenesis. Now the formation of sperms in the testes is called spermatogenesis. The formation of sperms in the testes is called spermatogenesis. Now let's see how that spermatogenesis take place. Testes are composed of numerous tubular structures or tubules called seminiferous tubules. Now some cells of the seminiferous tubules divide repeatedly to produce a large number of spermatogonia. Some spermatogonia produce primary spermatocytes. Now, a large number of spermatogonia are produced and out of these some spermatogonia, they produce primary spermatocytes. Now each primary spermatocyte after meiosis 1 produces 2 secondary spermatocytes. That is, a primary spermatocyte after meiosis 1 produces 2 secondary spermatocytes. Then each secondary spermatocyte after meiosis 2 produces haploid spermatids. Haploid spermatids. So in this way, each primary spermatocyte produces 4 haploid spermatids. These spermatids, they are immature forms of sperms and non-motile, and in these spermatids changes take place which make them motile and proper sperm. Their nuclei shrink, a head-like acrosome, a ring of mitochondria, and a tail is formed. Now these spermatids, which are non-motile, they undergo changes and their nucleus shrink in size, and on one side a head-like structure is developed, and then a coiled acrosome and a ring of mitochondria and a tail at the other end. The spermatids are, after these changes, are called sperms. And now when these spermatids, they undergo changes of formation of a head-like structure, a neck-like acrosome, and a ring of mitochondria and a tail, after that they are called sperms. Now let us see what we have discussed. Let us see in the form of a diagram. Now these are primary spermatogonia, or single is spermatogonium. It is a diploid cell. Now this diploid cell produces a large number of primary spermatocytes. A large number of primary spermatocytes by simple mitosis, cell division. Now after that, these primary spermatocytes, they undergo meiosis 1. They undergo meiosis 1. As a result, they produce each cell, each primary spermatocyte produces 2 secondary spermatocytes. These are 2 secondary spermatocytes which are produced after meiosis 1. And then these secondary spermatocytes, they undergo meiosis 2. This is meiosis 2, and as a result, each secondary spermatocyte produces 2 spermatids. In this way, a single primary spermatocyte produces 4 haploid spermatids. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now these spermatids, they are then developed into sperms with further development. They are non-motile structures, that is, they are not capable of moving, but when they develop, they develop a tail-like structure at the front, which is called acrosome, a head-like structure, that is called acrosome, containing a nucleus, then a small neck-like structure, and a mitochondrial ring, and then a long tail. So this is the structure of a mature sperm. These spermatids, they undergo changes and then they develop into a sperm. sperm. So in this way, these four spermatids, they undergo changes and produce four sperm cells. Now these are four sperm cells, or they are also called male gametes. I repeat it once again. Now some cells of the seminiferous tubules, which are called spermatogonia, they undergo mitosis and produce primary spermatocytes. These primary spermatocytes, which are diploid in number of chromosomes, they undergo meiosis 1 and produce two secondary spermatocytes. These secondary spermatocytes are haploid. And again, in second meiosis, these secondary spermatocytes, they produce four haploid spermatids. Now these spermatids, they are immature structures and non-motile, that is, they are not capable of moving, and when they grow, changes begin to take place in them, and as a result they develop into a mature sperm. This is the structure of a mature sperm that contains a head-like structure. The apical end is acrosome, and then head, a nucleus, a neck-like structure, a mitochondrial ring, and a long tail. By means of this tail, it can swim in the fluid. Now, the next is oogenesis. What is oogenesis? The formation of eggs in the ovary is called oogenesis. During this process, what happens? Some cells of the ovary prepare specialized structures called follicles. These structures are called follicles, which contain many diploid oogonia. Diploid means with to a number of chromosomes. Some oogonia produce primary oocytes. Now these oogonia, they produce primary oocytes. Out of these, one primary oocyte undergoes meiosis 1 to form two haploid cells of unequal size. Please remember, two haploid cells. Primary oocyte undergoes meiosis 1 to form two haploid cells of unequal size. One is the larger and the other one is smaller. The smaller one is called first polar body, and the larger one secondary oocyte. Then the secondary oocyte completes meiosis 2 and produces a second polar body that is called an egg cell. Now let us see diagrammatically. Now the cells of the walls of the ovary, which produce specialized structures called follicles, some cells of follicles produce oogonium, diploid cells, which are called oogonia, or single is oogonium. This oogonium undergoes mitosis and forms primary oocyte. Now this primary oocyte then, after first meiosis, forms two cells. One is larger in size and the other is smaller. The larger one is called secondary oocyte and the smaller one is called first polar body. And then this larger cell or secondary oocyte that after meiosis 2, it produces a second polar body, a smaller cell that is called a second polar body, and a larger cell that is called egg cell. That is called egg cell. So this is how the process of oogenesis takes place in the females. Now let's see what is your home assignment for today. Define gametogenesis, spermatogenesis and oogenesis. Please define them: gametogenesis, spermatogenesis and oogenesis. And the second question is, what are the male and female gonads called? Okay, that's all for today. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz and have a nice day.